Beautiful. So the objective of today is really to equip you as a network marketer with the knowledge, but also the practical steps that you can take to leverage Pinterest trending topics. This is something we've not quite talked about yet. I spoke a little bit about it in Rank Makers this morning. And the whole idea here is to help you drive traffic, increase your engagement, and generate more leads for your business. So with that being said, even though this particular training is really geared towards network marketers, as I said in my email, you can take everything that I'm teaching you and you can apply it to any business. All right. And my goal with these weekly pop-up trainings is to really meet you where you're at. So some trainings might be specific to Amazon affiliates. Some trainings might be specific to authors, so on and so forth. So let's get started. Let's officially kick this off. Hey there, my name is Kim Ward. I am a Pinterest marketing expert. I have been helping network marketers, entrepreneurs, coaches, creators, you name it, leverage the power of Pinterest for business growth. So excited because today we're diving into what's called Pinterest trends. And like I said, this is just not a conversation we've really had in this group before, so it's very exciting. And I want to show you how you can use those trends to drive more visibility and leads into your network marketing business. So why does this matter? Well, I need you to understand that Pinterest is a visual search engine, right? It is not just a social media platform. I know I've said that time and time and time again, but still it's a hard, sometimes it can be a challenging thing when you're switching gears from that social media mindset and perspective over to that search engine mindset and perspective. So what I want you to know is that the Pinterest algorithm does reward fresh, relevant content. All right. I know I talk fast. I get really excited when I'm training. So feel free to take some notes and you will have the replay. Trends are not just a fun thing to follow. We're not talking about social media trends. We're talking about seasonal trends. We're talking about holidays. We're talking about all the fun trends of life. I want you to, by the end of this, I want you to have a clear strategy to find, to use, and to integrate these Pinterest trends into your marketing. This is not only going to help you stand out, but it will drive traffic, relevant traffic to your offers. The whole purpose of these trends are very strategic. It's important for you getting your content in front of new audiences who are actively searching for solutions related to your product. How does that sound? So, first, what are Pinterest trends? These, to simply put it, they're emerging or they're popular topics that Pinterest users are actively searching for. So I want you to think of them as like a rising search behavior. It signals a shift in what people are interested in. And this trends can range from very broad topics like wellness to very, very specific topics like personal development for network marketers. All right. So just keep that in mind. Why do trends matter for network marketers? Well, we know that Pinterest allows you to tap into demand, like right in that moment. Unlike other platforms where you really get lost in the noise, how funny is that? I literally just did a short video about feeling lost in the noise of life. And I didn't even mean to make that. My brain must be on some kind of a track today. Anyway, Pinterest algorithm really does promote fresh, relevant content that matches those trends. I don't want you to get lost here and think, but Kim, you have told us time and time again that my content on Pinterest will live for months, if not years. That's true. This topic is just about trends. Two different things. Okay. So let's say time management for busy entrepreneurs is trending. If you were to create a pin with that exact keyword, your content will have a higher chance of getting seen by people looking for that trend. And this is where the message starts to get a little convoluted. So I want to make sure you're following me. So with Pinterest, the search-based nature really does make it easy for trends to take off quickly. And so by getting ahead of the curve and by creating pins around these trending topics, you're going to position yourself as the go-to resource for people. So exciting, right? But how do I find these trends? Well, I want to give you two tools. The first one, if someone wouldn't mind typing this into the comments for me, this is the Pinterest trend tool. And the exact URL is trends with an S, TRENDS, trends.pinterest.com. So if you could pop that into the chat, I would greatly appreciate it. Trends.pinterest.com. This is a great place. It's free. It's by Pinterest. And so this is a great tool that really helps you discover those rising topics, those trending searches. It's just a phenomenal place to start. All right. So what I like about that tool, let me show you. Let's go over there. Trends.pinterest.com. This is what it looks like. You can see that my current region is the United States, but if I were to clear that space, because Pinterest is a global platform, you can choose which region you're in of the world, and you'll find trends that match your geographic location and area. So what we're going to find here at the top of this page is top trends in the United States this month. So these are trends that have the highest search volume within the last 30 days. You can see, of course, hair, skin, nails, it's always there. Dinner ideas, drawing, prom hairstyles, all the good stuff. Okay. But what I want you to see is if we scroll down, this always defaults us to growing trends. So if we start to go down this list, we can see, okay, this week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So Teacher Appreciation Gifts is trending, and you can see it's going to spike. And then after, probably in the latter part of this, well, it's already Wednesday, the latter part of this week, that's going to drop off. But this week alone, it's increased by 200%. And this month, it's increased by 700%. So you can see. Now, if you find a trend that you're like, yeah, I could create some content around that, all I want you to do is click on it, graduation party ideas. And you're going to see how this has trended over time. And then what this really cool new feature is, this is called Pinterest Predicts. So this crystal ball is quite literally based on historical data. It's predicting the future for you. So we're right here, right now. It's this kind of, it's not grayed in, it's blue. This area is really kind of showing you what the prediction is. So on May 18th, that is completely spiked at the highest, and then it just totally drops. So after May 18th, this type of content would not make sense for you to pin until next year. All right, I'm going to go back a screen because I want to show you one more thing. If this just isn't your jam and you're like, none of this pertains to my business, cool. You can click where it says interests. Click that drop down and go find something that is within your niche. So for example, gardening, health, parenting, men's fashion, quotes, right? You can find stuff here. And if you're still like, meh, I still don't fall into one of those categories, you can come here to keywords and type in what your niche is. And you just have to play around a little bit to see if you're fitting any current trends. If you're not, don't fret. These trends change with the season, the months, the time of year, and I have some great resources. I'm actually putting one together for you. So stay tuned for that. So that's the first place. The second place, let me head over to Pinterest. I should have just gone right to Pinterest. Hold on. I was logged in as one of our clients. So here we go. I'm logged in. Let's go to Pinterest. Here we go. So the second place is literally right on Pinterest. You're going to see this search bar right here. And it is misbehaving for me. So what I'm going to type is something related to your niche. So I'm in a network marketing company, but really not on this particular account. I have a separate account for that. I'd say give me an example, but I can't see your comments right now. So I will type in, I don't know, vegan breakfast, I guess. I don't know. Breakfast ideas, like vegan breakfast. So I'm going to switch this to all pins and then vegan breakfast. This is what I want you to see. This is the current trends. This is predictive text. So all I typed in is vegan breakfast, and you'll see vegan breakfast is at the top because that's an exact match to my search. But you've got vegan breakfast recipes, vegan breakfast ideas, vegan breakfast burrito, vegan breakfast casserole, so on and so forth. This is predictive text, which is literally showing you, it's spoon feeding you what the current searches, what the current trends are for your particular niche in your business. So your job as the marketer is to use those are keywords. Use those exact things, and I'm going to show you how to integrate those. But more importantly, it was how do I find them? So if I were to type in just network marketing into that search bar, Pinterest would give me related searches. Those are trending topics in that space. So try it. Try that today. Go to Pinterest, type in something related to your business, your niche, and see what comes up for you. All right. Okay. How do we integrate these? Well, once you identify a trend, it is time to create content that resonates with that particular trend. It's really important to make sure that your pin designs are visually engaging. This is a visual search engine, very important. And then those keywords that you found, you want to place those in the title as well as the description of your pin. So let's just say if the words productivity hacks for network marketers, let's say that's a trend. I could create a pin called 5 productivity hacks to skyrocket your network marketing business, because the keyword is network marketing productivity, right? Productivity hacks. I would use that in my title, in my description. Making sense? We definitely want to plan ahead for those seasonal trends. New Year's resolutions, that's a big one. That always spikes at like the 3rd or 4th week in December, and then it fizzles out by beginning of February. Back to school content. You want to plan this content out ahead of time so that you're not scrambling to create it when that trend is already peaking. So what I like to tell people is we know that on Pinterest, it does take 90 days for our pins to index and to reach the search, right? And to really hit the peak in the algorithm. What you should know is that when it comes to a trend, a seasonal trend, a holiday trend, back to school, New Year's, things like that, you only need a 60-day runway. So let's look ahead. I got my calendar here. 2 months from now, July. 4th of July is big in America, right? Independence Day. August, I gotta tell you, it's crazy. This year, our kids are going back to school July 31st. Super, super, super early. So now in the month of May, not only would I be pinning about the 4th of July, barbecue, cookout, but I would also be pinning about back to school. So now by the time those pins have reached their 60-day runway, they're already populating for people. Does this make sense? Yeah. All right. I talk about Jo Tetlow a lot. She'd been selling hemp oil for dogs. And when we started to look at these trends and these searches and these keywords for her, one of the biggest problems that her ideal client has, or her ideal customer, is these dogs have separation anxiety. They do. And you can imagine that when we started to do the trending research and the keyword research, most humans don't know how to spell the word separation. And so Jo had a very real decision to make. She could correctly spell separation anxiety and protect her ego and protect the educated version of herself, or she could meet people where they're at. And she could misspell separation anxiety so that when these humans did their research, her content populated. And she made a ton of money. In just 5 months on the platform, she was able to generate right around $25,000 because she was using keywords and the search trends, right? The search terms that her ideal audience was searching for. And she really leaned into that. I've had clients mad at me because they think they're doing the work and they're just not seeing results. And I'm like, you're not doing what I'm asking you to do. Right? This is a different strategy. When we're on social, it just feels like we're on this hamster wheel. We got to figure out what the heck the algorithm is doing now. We got to figure out why have we been shadow banned? Like, what is going on? It is exhausting in 2025 to be a content creator, unless you're looking at Pinterest. I shared this morning. My husband, who I went to sit down to dinner one day with him, and he's like, babe, I could hear your training. What I really, really, really liked about your approach is that in marketing, most people are out there with like a machine gun, like automatic, right? I don't know. I don't speak gun. I don't speak guy language. This was his analogy. And he said, what I really appreciate about you, the way that you teach, and also the way that you run your business is you're more of a sniper. And that's where the precision, that's where the strategy comes in. You might think it's too much to take on Pinterest or to do another thing or to sit down and really plan. Because I honestly think this day and age, most people wake up and just take whatever action their pockets of time allowed in that particular day. That's not a plan. Coca-Cola doesn't wake up and be like, what are we going to do today? No, they know their marketing map. They know what they're doing. They're functioning like a well-operating machine, a well-oiled machine. And even though we are network marketers and coaches and creators and affiliate marketers working from home or wherever our Wi-Fi brings us, we want to treat our business the same way. So here's some action steps for you. First and foremost, I want you to discover what trends are happening in your niche. You're going to do that by visiting the trends.pinterest.com and then create a pin, whether it's a static pin that you've created on Canva. It can be a vertical video, right? That you're speaking directly to your audience, but create a pin based on that trending keyword. And I want you to simply incorporate that keyword into your title, into your description, and even into your Pinterest boards. The most important thing is consistency. I'm serious. You want to continuously create and schedule pins that are around these different trending topics. And every single month that happens, we want to look 90 days ahead. If I know what I said, the trends are 60 days ahead, but if we want to give ourselves that roadmap, we're in May, June, July, August. So what's going down in August, right? If you're in skincare, it's still summer. What do we do to protect our skin? What do we want to do outside in the health and fitness space? What kind of foods are we eating in August? It's not quite pumpkin season yet, right? So you really want to lean into the trends so that all throughout the year, your stuff is evergreen, it's searchable, it's trending. And what happens next year around graduation, Mother's Day, Father's Day, barbecue, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, all the things you've already created, all of these trending pieces of content. What happens next year when the same humans or different humans are searching for the same content? Boom, 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 boom. Your stuff populates. Ah, so good. So I think hopefully today we've learned that Pinterest trends, they're not just fun. They are a powerful tool for driving traffic to your business. So honestly, by identifying these early trends, by creating content around them, by using your keywords effectively, you truly can boost your Pinterest strategy. So if you would like to go deeper into Pinterest marketing, I have put together a phenomenal 2025 Pinterest marketing playbook for you. I'm going to pop that into the comment section. This is only, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's 16 pages, jam-packed with all of the tools, all of the resources. You can print it, you can work from it, you could use this thing as a guide. And I really encourage you to grab that. It's 27 bucks. And also, I mean, like I said, we're going to be here in this group each week. Different topics. You might find that some pertain to you, some don't. That's okay. I just want to really try to hone in on the pockets of all the different members of this group and how we can support you. But everything that I teach, it is transferable from business to business. You can obviously see that. And the same thing goes for that 2025 Pinterest marketing playbook. So please let me know what insights that you got from today's training. And I'd love to know just kind of where you're at. And stay tuned. We'll let you know what's happening next week. And so for now, we'd love to have you grab that playbook. And when you do, when you download it, when you look through it, pop into the group, leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know where you're at in your journey. We really do want to support you. All right. So with that being said, have an amazing week and we will see you around the hallways somewhere. Bye for now.